Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you back to my ASMR channel. My name is Pete, and this is Pete Does ASMR. For today's video, I wanted to do another self-development ramble, and I have some sticky notes I wanted to write some affirmations on as we go through the video, just to give you something to brighten your day, brighten your mood, something to speak to your subconscious, and something to affirm you're on the right track. Some affirmations to speak to your subconscious that you can read as we go on through the video. So, I have a few topics I want to touch on. I have a few kind of just thrown on here, but this is going to be a ramble more or less. I'm kind of just going off the head here for the most part. I have a few things that I definitely want to touch on, but I'm just winging it. This is a you and me thing. It's not scripted, and I feel like it's more organic that way. So that's great. I want to feel like I'm there talking to you, trying to give you advice. It just feels a lot more, I don't know, personal like that. So that's great. Today, what I'm going to talk about is negative influences in your life, in everyday life. Things that may go unnoticed. Things that are kind of just happening around us and we have no idea, and they're negatively influencing us without us even knowing. And I've noticed this in my life, and I've learned to get rid of them and how to identify them, just to not throw me off track, because that's what we don't want. I feel like there's so many things in life that throw us off track without us even knowing. So really, negative influences around us, I like to think like social media, the media, or the news, or even our family and friends. That's four places I want to start. And the first one I want to touch on is social media. And the way it negatively influences us, I feel, this is all very opinion based. You might understand where I'm coming from, and I hope you do. But again, it's really the way I see it. It's my perception on it. And a big thing I notice is social media has us living lives that aren't ours and trying to live through these influencers, trying to live through these artists, things like that, rather than kind of building our own empire. And I mean, what I mean by that is like we're so sucked into their lives because a lot of the times I feel like we wish we had that life. And I know I found myself doing that. And the way I got rid of that was their posts, tweets, things like that, I just took them as they were, and I didn't really try to live through that. Or I would unfollow them even, things like that, just so I'm not like, oh, this is great. Like every time they post something, it's a dopamine hit that I wish that was me, or that's me, things like that. It's kind of like a very abstract idea, and I guess it's just like deeper thinking into it, because you see a post and like you enjoy it, that's cool. But a lot of the times I'd find myself like a dopamine hit when they post, or like these influencers, artists, things like that, because like I wanted to be like that, or I wanted to be there, rather than working on myself to be there. I feel like you should be focusing on yourself, and you could do that. You should be that influencer. You can be that artist. You can do it. Instead of living through them, why don't you take the steps to be there? And I feel like that's where social media might kind of throw us off track, because we get that dopamine hit and we don't need it in our own lives, if that makes any sense. And I feel like that's a negative influence, and you need to recognize that when it comes to all of that. So that's going to be my first topic on that. The next is like the media and the news. I feel like they're very negative, and they influence you because you're just watching it. but you see all this bad going on, and I understand you want to be informed, and that's fine. Like, we should be informed, but you shouldn't let it affect you in a negative manner. You should learn how to filter all of that out, filter it out from your soul and your spirit and things like that. I feel like a lot of the times I found myself watching the news and I saw these bad things happening, and I saw a lot of just chaos going on in the world, everyday life, and I would just, this was when had like a very negative mindset, and I didn't know how to filter out all this stuff. But I was just like, not mad at the world, but I kind of hated, like, why do bad things happen to good people? Why is there so much bad going on? Why is there, like, what's the deal? You know what I mean? So I feel like the news and the media, they really emphasize on the negative rap, but in reality, like, there's two sides of the spectrum. I mean, with a bad there comes a good, right? So there's good. There's definitely good a lot of places. And I feel media and the news kind of try to take us away from that. And you need to realize that there is good out there. Like, there are good people out there. There is beautiful things going on in the world. You're just sheltered away from it. The news and the media kind of just want to, I don't want to say spread fear, but sometimes that's really what I'm feeling when I'm watching it, right? Like, rarely they'll have some good things on there, but a lot of times, more or less, it's negative. So you need to realize that you need to filter all that stuff out. If you need to be informed, sure, but you need to understand that, again, just have your filter on and realize that, hey, yeah, there's bad things going on in the world. There's bad people out there, but there's also good. Again, like, with the good, there's a bad, and vice versa. So you need to go on that positive pole with the good, because what you're focusing on, you're bringing into your life. I don't know if you guys are big on manifestation and things like that, but a lot of the things you focus on and put your attention to, it finds a way into your life. And if you're focused on negative things and bad things, then, I mean, what do you think is gonna pop up? So you need to stay on that positive pole and understand there's beautiful things going on around us, even if there's bad things going on around us as well. A big thing I like to incorporate into my life is, if you can't find a good person, then be one. And that speaks volumes to me, because for a long time I was like, the world is very negative. Where are the good people? And rather than dwelling in that idea, I figured, hey, I'll be a good person. I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to gloat or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't take a lot to be a good person. It doesn't take a lot to bring up your fellow human. It doesn't take a lot to be a good person, man. It really doesn't. It's a beautiful feeling to be good to the people. Whether it just be saying hi to a stranger, asking someone how they're doing, just little gestures, little things you could do in everyday life. Again, it doesn't take much. Like, you see people being ugly to each other, and it's just like, really, like, is that necessary? That does nothing for humanity, in my opinion. So, again, if you can't find a good person, then be one. My first sticky note, is going to say, you are strong. You are stronger than you think. And don't ever forget that. You can do anything you set your mind to. You can do whatever you want to do in this life, because it is your life. Don't ever forget that. Let's do another. writing is atrocious, so bear with me. This next one says, you have purpose. You probably can't read that, it's backwards, but you get what I'm trying to say. You have purpose in this world, and you matter, regardless if you think or not. You were put on this world for a reason, and you need to find that reason. And I promise you, it is such a beautiful feeling once you do. Might need a spell check in this bad boy, but hey, we rockin'. This one says, you are beautiful. You are everything beautiful in this world. This world is a beautiful place, and you make it that much more beautiful. This world is a beautiful place with you in it. Don't ever forget that. You are like the trees in this world. You bring beauty to it. Okay. The last thing I want to touch on when it comes to negative influences is family and friends. And that is a big one, because a lot of people say if they're your friends, if they're your family, then they definitely have a say in your life. And that is the furthest thing from the truth. There's rare times where there's people who genuinely care, and they will give you constructive criticism because they care and they want what is best for you. But there are a few times where you have family and friends kind of just wanting to mold you into who they want you to be in their lives. And that is a big no-no, my friend. That is not what you want to do. And you need to learn the difference between the two. And when I say learning the difference, again, I go back to there being people that genuinely do care about you and want what's best for you. But again, how I said that with the good, there's the bad. There are those people that want to mold you into who they want you to be. They want to make you fit into their life, their little puzzle. They want you to be one of those puzzle pieces. And that's not right. If anyone tries to do that to you, they don't care and they don't love you. And I say that when it comes to friends and family, because you would think, no, they're my friends, they're my family, they wouldn't do that. But again, there are bad people in this world, there's bad things going on. So there are those few people that will do that, regardless if they're blood or not. And you need to know the difference. You need to know when to have your filter on. When your dreams are not congruent with your actions, when you're not doing what you need to do to take you where you want to go, then that's okay to take constructive criticism. That's when you understand, like, some people are just trying to help. Like, you're self-sabotaging, things like that, and someone opens their mouth, it's because they do care. And if they just want to help you out. But again, if you're on the right track, if you're doing everything you need to do to be where you want to be, then again, you just need to know when to have your filter on and know what the difference between, again, constructive criticism, people who care, people who want what's best for you, and those people that just want to throw you off track. Because again, we don't want to be thrown off track. So with all that being said, if I can summarize what I'm trying to say, if there's anything I want you to take from this video, is you need to shed yourself of your limiting beliefs and negative influences in your life. This is your life, and you shouldn't let anyone control it. Not the news, not social media, not the people around you. You need to do what you need to do to be where you want to be. And again, there are those few people that care and want what's best for you, and keep them close. Because it's rare in this world. And again, I want you to focus on the good in this world. Focus on the beautiful things, man. Life is beautiful. Life is very beautiful, and you need to open your eyes. Look out the window. See the silver lining in everything. And I promise you will flourish and be where you want to be. It'll be so much easier. Stop resisting. Stop resisting this beautiful life. Instead, embrace it. the good and the bad. Embrace. I hope you guys get something valuable from this video. I know it's kind of everywhere, but again, I feel like you can take something from this video and apply it in your life. And I hope you do so. I hope you make the move. I hope you make and take the action to be the person you want to be and go where you want to go. This life's too short to not do so. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you could give me a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Let me know down below if you got anything valuable from this video. I feel if I could help just one person, then it's mission accomplished. I really want to help you guys out, and I really want to shift your mindset in a positive light. And I want you to flourish and be the person you really want to be. And I hope this has helped you get there, or at least planted the idea in your head. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Stay positive always. I'll see you guys.